Okay, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Dean W. Houghton Field. You're looking at the 50-yard line. We are here in Poultney, Vermont. Today, very special day, as the Poultney Blue Devils have their final home game on this Houghton Field here this afternoon. It's special for a couple of reasons, and one big reason is Dave Catman, the head coach, who's been at that position for 43 years, will finish his career up, his final home game anyway, on this field today. So with me right now is Tom Haley. And Tom, both of these teams, it's Missisquoi Valley, by the way, the Thunderbirds that will be here from way up northern Vermont, almost on the border up there. They'll be visiting here today. And they are looking at an 0-4 record coming here. And Poultney has won one game coming in here. They are 1-3 overall. But Tom, special day for Coach Catman, and just a lot of history there when you think about what he's done in the coaching circles over the years.
Absolutely. 43 years coaching. Played on this field for Dean Houghton, whom the field is named after, before going up to the University of Vermont and playing football there when they still had football. And he's in a big game here because they won last week. As you said, they beat Oxbow. They're playing a winless Missisquoi team. They've got a great shot for a little two-game winning streak, but not more than that, being relevant in the playoff discussion. So it's a big game here. It's a big game for the seniors, last home game. Big game for Dave Catman, last home game. And a critical game in the Division III standings. Well, we got it all.
Just looking at those standings, you mentioned the win against Oxbow a week ago. They have this Missisquoi team. This should be a pretty good matchup, actually. This team is 0-4 coming in here, so kind of a mystery, but they got some pretty good numbers as we look at them. And actually, as I say that, maybe I can swing this camera around. Got a little bit of an obstruction here we're going to deal with today, but that's the Missisquoi team right there that is warming up on the field. So we'll let you look at them. They're 0-4 coming in here today. The Division III ranks right now, Tom, as we speak, it looks like Woodstock pretty much the top team along with Windsor. Otter Valley's having a pretty nice season here so far. They would be probably in around third place. Then Springfield, we have Mill River, Poultney, Oxbow, BFA Fairfax, so we did see earlier, and Missisquoi. So that's pretty much the Division III ranks, but should be a good matchup. And yeah, we're definitely middle part of the season, final home game. Poultney has to go away for their final two games of the season, which will be tough opponents. They're going to meet Woodstock after this week and then Springfield. So they got their work cut out for them.
And did we even mention this is the Chili Bowl on top of everything else? Of course, there was already been a girls' soccer game, and the Poultney Rotary Club presented the Chili Bowl to Mount St. Joseph Academy, who defeated Poultney 4-1. Very good game, 0-0 at the half. So yeah, this is just what small-town America is all about. You got the Chili Bowl, you got the long-time coach and winding up a 43-year career. You got, I look at this day for both of them, for Dave and Maureen Catman. They're both the heartbeat of this community, particularly in football. They've meant so much to it forever. So we really got it all today.
We could really do a whole talk show on what Dave Catman has done. I talked to him just at the Shrine Media Day that day. He talked about how he played in the 1965 Shrine game, so he was one of the first participants in that. He's now the athletic director for the Shrine here for the state of Vermont, so he's still very involved in that. Hopefully will stay involved even after he's done coaching. But over the years, he really is the heartbeat of football here in Poultney, that he kept it alive. For many years, there was no Division III. They had to go over to the Northern Adirondack League in New York and play teams like Cambridge and Salem and over there to keep the program.
Carrigahowie, Greenwich, all those teams. They were actually the scourge of the Northern Adirondack League. They were so successful over there, and they had great records, it seems like, every year with all those great players like Kevin DeBonis, Sandy Sumner, Wally Ainsworth, on and on and on. They had just great teams. They would win the small school Super Bowl. I remember one year I went over to Schuylerville for the small school Super Bowl, and they just whooped on Cambridge, which is a football power in New York State. Those teams that played over there were really, really special. And then they came back here, struggled a little bit, but in 2007, won the state championship by beating Windsor, won it again a couple years ago. So he's had a great career, and it would be wonderful to see them get the W on a day where they are honoring Dave Capman, and I say Dave and Maureen Capman. But of course, Missisquoi is here with every intent to spoil the party.
Well, that as you speak there, there's a nice shot of Coach Capman right there talking to one of the officials on the field. It's his team out here on the sideline. So Dave Capman, the head coach, on his final home game coaching duties here for today. So you got to have mixed feelings when you think, you try to talk about that a little, and I'm thinking, where do you really start? I mean, 43 years, and then including his playing time, that's a half a century.
And his coaching in other sports. He won state crowns in basketball. We tend to think of him, especially this time of year, only in football. But he's had a great coaching career. He's coached baseball, basketball, in 43 years of football, been AD. It goes on and on.
Must be a special place for him. Football's got a special place in his heart because he let all else go and he stayed on the football job here over the years. And also, Tom, too, Dave actually told me this. Today's senior day, so they're going to recognize.
Todd Montana is doing the MC chores, and we're about to honor the seniors.
All right, so this is a good opportunity for us to see that. A lot of times this is a nice tradition that happens with the final home game, and you'll see seniors go out, often done with their parents alongside of them.
A couple of senior cheerleaders also.
So that would be all our seniors there. All right, so Tegan Capman, that's, as I mentioned, I don't know if we did, Coach Capman has coached 3 of his grandsons, the last of which is Tegan. So in Tegan's final home game as well, because he is a senior, so he's one of the seniors that'll be recognized. So let's get a shot here of the Poultney players and cheerleaders lining up here at the 50-yard line for this special ceremony. So on there we have Tegan Capman. We have, I'm going to mention the names that are right here on the back. Jesse Flood, hope I'm saying these correctly. Hub Susanoff. Hannah Lane is one of the senior cheerleaders. Jack Anderson listed on the back. Nolan Gino, another one of the seniors. Maria Salick and Robert Boulot. So hopefully we're not missing anybody. And just let me look down that roster here that I have over on the side.
No, I'm not sure if Robert is one of the West Rutland players, but if he is, I'm sure it's pronounced Boyer, right?
Okay.
I think
Boyer, is that correct?
He's one of them.
I'm going to spell it just so folks will know.
B-A-U-L-I-E-U.
Okay, it looks like Boulot to me, but I know, I never trust that anymore. So, all right, so the seniors are going to be announced here in just a moment. Weather-wise, beautiful day here today. Thought it might be a little cold, but the sun's making an appearance, as you can see out there on the field. Temperatures are pretty reasonable. So this is a great day for a high school football game. Special day, as we said. But Tom, you mentioned the Poultney Chili Cook-Off. That was always a big event in Poultney many years. And the whole Main Street more or less shut off, and people compete for the prize. And that announcer in the background you hear is the public address announcer here at Poultney. That's Todd Montana. Todd I guess he's not going to coach basketball this year.
Oh, he is not?
I'm pretty sure he told me he's not going to be the head basketball coach this year.
Take the time to recognize the work ethic and ongoing commitment that these athletes have given to Poultney High School, their communities, and the football and cheerleading programs. These athletes have worked tirelessly 6 days a week for at least 2 hours per day and even longer on game days. We certainly appreciate all of their efforts, dedication, and self-discipline. We would also like to recognize the parents and families and thank them for their cooperation and support of these athletes the football and cheerleading programs, and the Poultney schools. We truly hope that all the athletes have made some great memories and friendships here on the football field, and we wish them the best of luck in their futures. Our first senior, Jack Anderson. Jack is being joined by Haley, Aaron, Ethan, Alexa, and Emily. Number 15, Jack Anderson. Our next senior, Robert Ballou.
Okay.
Robert is joined by Rob and Eli. Ladies and gentlemen, number 78, Robert Ballou.
Stay out there, Jack. Stay out. Stay out there. Everybody stay out there, yeah. Everyone out there.
Our next senior, Tegan Kapman. Tegan is joined by Amy, Chris, Dan, Davini, Mike, Caden, and Tate. Ladies and gentlemen, number 10, Tegan Kapman. Maria Seelak. Maria is joined by Mary, Nate, Mikey, Stacy, Lori, Xander, Brindley, Bella, Seppi, and Don. Ladies and gentlemen, senior cheerleader, Maria Seelak. Jesse Flood. Jesse is joined by Gina, Eric, Mike, and Cindy. Ladies and gentlemen, number 79, Jesse Flood. Nolan Gino. Nolan is joined by Katie, Chad, and Alyssa. Ladies and gentlemen, number 77, Nolan Gino. Hannah Lane. Hannah is joined by Ryan, Steve, William, and Michelle.
I'm Grandma. Yeah. Grandma. You can, yeah, what?
Ladies and gentlemen, senior cheerleader, Hannah Lane. Addison Howard. Addison is joined by a host of friends and family and her cheerleading coach, Megan Franzoni. Senior cheerleader, Addison Howard.
Okay, and I believe is, I think our senior representatives here on this team, as you can see, all gathered over there together on the side with their parents, family members. All right, and the entire Blue Devil football team right there gathered on the field. And across the way, their opponents, as you can see over there, that's the Missisquoi team, the Thunderbirds. Missisquoi, Tom, looks like they got a pretty good set of numbers over there.
Yeah.
Talking to one of their coaches.
Kids there for the Thunderbirds.
Talking to one of their coaches on the way in here, one of their actually assistant coaches. And he was talking about what a long ride they have. I said, where is Missisquoi? He said, way up on the border. Yeah, 2.5 hour drive to get down here.
Still very, very young in football. Probably the newest football school.
He was talking about how, the program was probably somewhere around 10 years old or thereabouts, which is nice to see some startup programs.
Yep.
We did see some programs that were actually finishing up here in the last few years. Remember, a couple of teams from up in northern Vermont decided to end football, so it was good that we were able to get some new teams participating. And a beautiful afternoon it is for football. It'll be a very emotional day, as we say, for Coach Capman. And as you said, Maureen, too, give Maureen lots of credit, too. It's kind of a retirement day for her, for
sure.
She was a cheerleader on the Poultney team, correct?
I think so.
I think I remember reading somewhere where,
she won state championships coaching the cheerleaders, a number of them. I mean, she helped to create a dynasty.
And I do remember reading, I'm pretty sure, I double check on that, but Dave met Maureen as a cheerleader at Poultney. They went to high school together. So, and then she's been by his side in coaching as he coached over the years. And there are the captains, the 4 captains, as you can see out there for the Poultney team, meeting their counterparts, the 4 captains for the Missisquoi team. Get their pregame instruction from the officials. Coaches, by the way, other coaches helping out with the program here at Poultney. Dave Capman has his son, Chris Capman. Chris just walked out with his son, Tegan, who was introduced as one of the seniors. Joe DeBonis. Joe is the principal here at Poultney High School. Eric Heyer, Justin Heyer. Jeff King, who's been with the program on and off over the years many times. Good to see Jeff back in there. Phil Welch, Grant Schreiber. Grant, we remember as a player a few years back. And the athletic trainer is Zach Royer. The head coach for the Missisquoi Valley High School team is Anthony Labor, along with Ron Carey, Matt Jensen, Casey LaPlante, Dave Supernault. That name I remember too, Dave Supernault. Yep. A lot of these athletes play multiple sports.
Fans, at this time, we would like to ask you to please rise if you are able and remove your hats as we honor America for the playing of our national anthem. The American flag is located on the scoreboard end of the field.
Okay, I cannot get a good shot of that, so we're going to let you look right here at the Poultney players and cheerleaders lining up for the national anthem here on the field.
I'll be mostly quiet. I'm gonna be having to keep track of stuff. I'm probably not gonna talk till halftime.
Okay. Okay, and well, we are just about ready to go here with the start of this game, and we've had a playing of our national anthem. And the players meeting here on the field. We'll get this one underway here shortly. Beautiful day for a football game here today, as I mentioned before. Sun came out, got a little chill in the air some of these mornings or whatever, but we don't exactly see that right now as we get that midday sunshine. Actually warm. Temperatures in the 70s. Got a bit of a warm-up coming here over the next couple of days from what I've read in the weather, but we are getting here pretty much to the middle part of the football season. Kind of crunch time for a lot of these teams, as Tom mentioned earlier, if you're looking for a playoff spot. This is kind of key weeks here as we get into the middle part of the season.
Take another hour to mention all the extras here, but you could see Joe Carroll walking around with the WCAX camera filming the Super Senior segment on Dave Capman, or possibly Dave and Marine.
That Super Senior,
And
you
of
were a
course,
Super
Joe is a
Senior.
Rutland. I was, and of course, Joe is a Rutland guy from way back.
I remember seeing you over in West Rutland when they were following
That's
you
right.
around back in the basketball season. So, well, Dave Capman, certainly a great career, very inspiring, and so are you, Tom.
Oh,
So
thank
are you. And definitely deserve to be a Super Senior. All right, looks like we got the kicker ready to get this one underway. Poultney obviously going to be receiving.
Number 8, Eric Kendall.
So Eric Kendall will be back deep, and that looks like number 23. Picked up there at the 35-yard line for Poultney, and not much time for a return out of that.
Returned by Poultney's number 23, Jack Dickerson.
Jack Dickerson, one of the juniors, as you heard right there on that carry, the return, a short one.
Let's go! Here we go, Lou!
That will be Blue Devils ball, 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line.
All right, first drive of the afternoon, Poultney. 1st and 10, 38-yard line. They got a wide out line lining up right there, as you can see over on the left side. Another one over on the right, Tegan Capman under center. They're going to keep it on the ground. First play from scrimmage. And nice little run, some good yardage gained on that play. That's Eric Kendall.
Blue Devils first down, and they carry by number 8, Eric Kendall, pickup of 10.
And it will be a first down pickup, so the ball just short of the 50-yard line, right there in the middle of the field at the 50-yard line.
Let's go, boys!
First down, 10-yard pickup by Kendall. Capman brings him back to the line of scrimmage, stepping up under center. Going to be left side run, a little bit of a hole opening up right there. Another Blue Devil runner.
26,
Lucas Welsh out of the backfield.
brings up 2nd and 4 Blue Devils there in the Missisquoi Valley half of the field.
And as you can see right there by the flags and the down marker, that's about a 5-yard pickup by Lucas Welsh. So they are across the 50-yard line to the 45. It'll be a second down, we'll call it, just short of 5 yards, about 4 yards needed for Poultney. And they'll get a very small gain on this one.
Tackle made by Missisquoi Valley's number 44, 102.
That's Lucas Welsh again.
Number 26, Lucas Welch. 3rd down and 4. Blue
And
Devils.
Lucas is going to get a little forward progress on that. They move that down marker ahead a couple of yards. So we'll call it about a 3rd down and 3 now for Poultney. Looks like just about at the 44-yard line is what we are looking at Houghton Field. First drive of the ball game. Poultney, the receiving team, on the kickoff. Deacon Capman hands it off. That'll be first down. Nice hole opening up on the right side. Poultney runner going to take advantage of that, and that's Jack Dickerson. First down.
Carried by number 23, Jack Dickerson. Dickerson carries for 15 on the play, giving the Blue Devils 1st and 10 from the Missisquoi Valley 25-yard line.
All right, there is the ball at the 25-yard line, unofficially about a 15-yard pickup on that previous carry, so it'll be 1st and 10. Poultney driving the ball very nicely on their opening possession. Coming right to left. Got a nice hole opening up there. Blue Devil runner going to take it down that left sideline where I can't see. I apologize for that.
Nope. Knocked out of bounds, it looks like.
That's a 24-yard run.
And that's Eric Kendall.
At the 2-yard line.
Kendall. Blue Devils ball. First and goal.
All right, so he did get it inside the 5-yard line. That was a view that's blocked. We do the best we can here with this camera, but as you can see right there is the wall. So that's about as far as I can get it. So nice run, though, however, by Kendall. Doing a good job getting it first and goal. Going to be right around the 5-yard, inside the 5-yard line. Snap to Capman, trying to quarterback keep it. Up the middle.
Flag. Flag on the play.
There's the flag, and the officials having a discussion here. We'll see if we can get that hand signal. It's going to be against Poultney, it looks like.
It is.
False start.
So about
5.
our 7-yard line.
That was a penalty on the Blue Devils. Loss of 5. First and goal from
Not sure what it was, but it's a 5-yard penalty. They repeat first down, so they just back it up, come out to about the 10-yard line. Nothing doing there. Tegan Catman takes the snap, hands it off. And out of the backfield, that is Jack Dickerson.
Number 23, Jack Dickerson stop. No gain on the play.
All right, Blue Devils out of their huddle. There you can see a receiver lining up over on the right side. There's Tegan Catman stepping back under center. There in the backfield, Lucas Welsh with him. Catman rolling out right side, looking to pass, airs it out, and diving attempt over there. That's going to be a little bit short on that one. Couldn't get to it, not short.
Incomplete, bringing up 3rd and goal for the Blue Devils.
Incomplete pass. And there's the intended receiver right there. That would be Dickerson. Looks like 23 was the intended receiver. There's Dickerson right there, moving, shifting his position. Another pass attempt in the left corner of the end zone. I believe that was incomplete.
It was knocked down. Knocked down by 23, I think.
All right, so it's do or die now. We have a fourth and goal at the 9-yard line on this next play for Poultney. Trying to get some points on the board here. First drive of the afternoon. Looks like they're going to try a field goal from where, the 10? 15.
Dickerson, right?
That was good by Poultney's number 23, Jack Dickerson. Blue Devils on the board first, 3-0.
All right, so the field goal is up. It is good. That is Jack Dickerson. That was the kicker of that field goal. Let's get a time check on that. That comes at 8:23 left to go here in the first quarter. That was from about the 15, right?
Yeah.
So it'd be, what, 33?
Yeah, 30. Yeah, I'll give him that. Maybe 32.
32?
Yeah.
All right, unofficially, about a 32-yard field goal. So Poultney leading this one by a score of 3-0. Get set for the kickoff coming up.
Back deep for Missisquoi, number 15, Caleb Jordan, and number 25, Henry Tanner.
That's Jack Dickerson there that just put it on the tee. There's Dickerson. We'll get a close-up of Jack getting ready to kick it off. Jack, the guy that just kicked that field goal moments ago. All right. Got flags and whistles everywhere. Okay, that's an offsides penalty against Poultney, so they are backing up 5 yards.
Poultney, they will back up 5.
That's all right.
Re-kick.
That's all right. Forget it.
So we will get another kickoff. Caleb Jordan back deep, one of the deep receivers for Missisquoi on the left. There's another one. I can't get his number here just yet. Jack Dickerson getting ready to kick it off here. Little hesitation right there, but Jack, or actually it was Caleb Jordan that actually touched it, then had to pick it up. He committed, and good job by the defense for Poultney to get down there and stop that with very little return on that. So it'll be at about the 21-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Missisquoi, the Thunderbirds, at their own 21-yard line. And there we can see that. There's the flag guys and train guys that do a wonderful job every week at fields all over the state of Vermont. Thunderbirds' first play is going to be a running play.
Flag.
Going to be a holding penalty against the Thunderbirds.
Loss of 10 yards. Repeat first down. Missisquoi Valley ball. 1st and 20.
Quarterback there on that. Didn't make an exchange there, then penalty immediately after. So there's the penalty yards going on. So it'll still be first down, but now they'll be looking at 20 from back around the 11-yard line. Wyatt Belrose is the quarterback you see right there, wearing the number 5, takes the snap, hands it off. We get a left side run, little bit of running room there. Good for a short gain.
Tackle made by Poultney's number 15, Jack Anderson.
Think we got a timeout here, Tom?
Yep.
Looks like that might
Yep.
be. All right, well, there's the Thunderbird team. There are the Blue Devils. We'll get a shot of them here. Talking with coaching staff there. A little water break. Very warm afternoon. Which is just about October we're in now, so it's nice to have some warm weather. Nice, everybody's in T-shirts here and enjoying the warmth of the day. All right, Poultney still at their sideline. There's the Thunderbirds out there coming out of their huddle. And we'll be ready to go on this next play. It's going to be second down. It looks like about 12 on this next play when we go again. For the Thunderbirds, ball's at their 19-yard line. Wyatt Belrose is a junior at Missisquoi High School. Starting quarterback right there, ready to take a snap. Pitches it back, going to try to run to the right, then to the left, and then up the middle, and nothing doing right there. On the carry was Braden Sibley, a senior.
Only tackle made by number 79, Jesse Flood. And the carry by number 2, Braden Sibley. 3rd down and 8.
Jesse Flood, the tackler for Poultney. Small gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and 8 on this next play. Going to keep it on the ground, try to run it around that left side. As you see, a lot of traffic over there. Going to be well short of a first down. Some gain, though.
By number 44, Hunter Cheney. Brings up 4th down.
Wow, they gave him pretty good forward progress on that. Didn't think it was that much of a gain. So you see that down marker over there. So it's going to be 4th and short. Little decision time here. You want to go for it or punt?
Punt, I would think, but no, maybe not.
Going to take some chances. This team, as we said, coming in here looking
Yeah,
for the
they're
first.
winless. Only a yard to go. What the heck, right?
Here's number 44. He's got a first down on that. So they give it to their big guy. Gets to the sideline. That is
Number 44, Hunter Cheney. But there is a flag on the play.
Hunter Cheney. He's a sophomore. Probably about one of the biggest guys out there. Just figure, all right, see if you can stop this guy. Is probably the thinking on that. But he does get a first down. Is there a flag?
Oh, there's
Yep,
a flag.
there is a flag.
Ball is holding against Missisquoi Valley. Loss of 10 yards. Repeat 4th down. Bringing up 4th down and 12.
Now they'll punt.
Yep. All right, so there was a holding. That nullifies that run by Cheney. Backs him up, so it'll be 4th and now about 11. So now you do punt, as you just said, Tom. Your punter looks like number 23, which I don't have that player on the roster.
Nope.
I don't see out. Missisquoi Valley. False start. Loss of 5. Repeat 4th down. That is a 27-yard punt by Missisquoi Valley. It will be Blue Devils ball. 1st and 10. Missisquoi Valley, 45-yard line.
All right, so we see the punt, no return, the ball right there at the 45-yard line, and that is where Poultney will take it over in pretty good field position.
Yep.
That's a Blue Devils carry by number 23, Jack Dickerson, for a gain of 5. Missisquoi Valley's number 25, Henry Tanner, in on the tackle.
All right, Jack Dickerson picks up about 5 yards on that to the 40-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd down. We'll call it 5 on this next play for Poultney. Just in front of us right here. Catman under center, calling out the play signals, hands it off. Nice little hole opening up there on the left side. That should be looking enough for a first down.
Flag.
He's a carry by Pony's number 23, Jack Dickerson. Flag on the play.
That was Jack Dickerson out of the backfield on the carry. And he's not going to get the first down because that's a penalty right there against Poultney, as you see. Gonna bring the ball back to the 50-yard line.
Get low, boy! Keyword, get low! Get hard, boy!
All right, so 2nd down, almost 15 here on this next play for Poultney. 4:30 left to go here in the first quarter. Poultney up on top, leading 3-0. There's a handoff. There's a run coming around this left side. Nice job.
And that is number 26, Lucas Welch with the carry for Poultney.
All right, nice job. One of the juniors, Lucas Welsh, out of the backfield, going to get a first down. Nope, going to be just a little bit short. No, they are moving it. Okay.
First down.
Actually, Poultney doing pretty good. They've had moving the ball pretty nicely as opposed to other games we saw this year. Had a long day against Fairhaven.
Oh.
Jack Dickerson again on the carry. But a flag, as you see, right there.
Declined. Okay.
And when the penalty is declined, it would be second down and 15 after the loss of 5 on the play.
Let's go! Let's go, Devils!
Okay, there we see it, second down. And 15 for the Blue Devils. Back to the line of scrimmage. Nice run right up the middle. Nice hole opening up. The guys in the line up front doing a good job opening that up, and very nicely for Jack Dickerson.
20-plus yards for Poultney's number 23, Jack Dickerson. Blue Devils ball, first and 10 from the Missisquoi 20-yard line.
All right, Dickerson runs it to the 20, and obviously enough for a first down. It'll be first down and 10 coming up from there for Poultney. There's the Thunderbird defense out there waiting, but good job by the guys up front opening up that nice hole for Dickerson to run through. Tegan Kapman is under center, hands it off. Again, they're going to go with Dickerson. Another nice hole, as you see, right through it, getting real close.
Touchdown.
Did he get in?
He's in.
And that's going to be right from the 20, so exactly a 20-yard touchdown run. 2:53 left to go here. All right, we've got the extra point play. And they are going to, right there, kick. And that is Dickerson that will kick as well. He's got a busy day here.
He does. Great basketball player last year for Long Trail School. Up and good.
All right, so he kicks the extra point through.
Extra point is up and good for the Blue Devils, making it 10-0 with 2:53 to play in the first quarter.
All right, so we have a score of 10-0. We have exactly 2:53 left to go here in the first quarter on our clock. And Poultney getting ready to kick off here shortly. Jack Dickerson kicked the 32-yard field goal back with about 8:23 left to go in the first quarter. Then 5 minutes later, 20-yard run play from scrimmage. Makes it 9-0 in the extra point kick conversion by Dickerson good. And that is where we stand at 10-0. And there is the ball being teed up by Jack Dickerson. Getting ready to kick it off to the Thunderbirds. Nice return by the Thunderbirds deep receiver, Caleb Jordan.
Number 15, Caleb Jordan. Tackle made by Poultney's number 26, Lucas Welch. Missisquoi Valley, first and 10 from their own 47-yard line.
So pretty nice return, gets it to the 47. So good starting position for this drive for Missisquoi, right there in their huddle. We'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 47 as they break huddle. There's the Poultney defense right there, waiting, and we're ready to go. All right, the Thunderbirds will have a wide receiver split right there, wide to the right, just in front of us. One more over there on the left side. Quarterback turns around, hands it off. Going to be a right side run. Fumble right there, picked up by the Blue Devils. As you can see right there, nice job. Poultney will have it back. I think that was Dickerson on the recovery, was it? 23?
Dickerson, yep. It was Dickerson, yep.
So what a day he is having. That was just a nothing fancy straight handoff, and the runner for Missisquoi Valley dropping it. Dickerson scooped it up, runs it to the 40 before he's tackled. And Poultney looking pretty good here now with the ball 1st and 10 at the Missisquoi Valley 40-yard line. Handoff, going to be left side run, and let's see, down the left sideline.
Lucas Welch.
By Poultney's number 26, Lucas Welch.
Just a little bit out of our camera view there, but we're going to reposition that back here where we can see it. Lucas Welch doing a nice job and picks up another 1st down. Blue Devils inside the 25-yard line, so it's going to be 1st down and 10 coming up from just about, we'll call it the 24. Thereabouts. There's the Thunderbird defense waiting. And Blue Devils in their huddle on a beautiful afternoon at Dean W. Houghton Field here in Poultney, which will be again the final home game of the season. And Poultney will be on the road for a couple of games. Still looking for a playoff spot. Going to be a quarterback keeper there by Capman. A little bit of a hole over there opening up on the left side. Gets through it.
Blue Devils carry by number 10, Tegan Capman. Gain of 7 on the play, bringing it to 2nd down and 3. Blue Devils ball.
That's a number 58 there on the tackle. Do not have him on the roster, but he made the stop. Capman picks up pretty good gain on that one. Going to leave him a few yards short of a 1st down. So Poultney looking to keep this drive alive. Back to the line of scrimmage. See Clayton Kessup there, number 5 in the backfield along with Capman. He'll be close to a 1st down. Out of the backfield, Eric Kendall. Number 8 right there.
Blue Devils carry by number 8, Eric Kendall. 1st down, Poultney.
All right, so there you see the down marker, 1st down. Ball's right around the 11-yard line. And Poultney ready to go. So they still can get a 1st down inside the 5. There's Kessup still there in the backfield. Capman looking to pass.
24.
Complete?
Yes.
Touchdown pass from number 10, Tegan Capman, to Poultney's number 24, Peyton Nook.
Extra point kick coming up.
No good.
It's going to be a little wide right there, so Kendall missing his first here today. Leaves us at 16-0 is our score. We have on the clock 55 seconds left to go here in the first quarter.
That means number 23, Jack Dickerson, to kick off for the Blue Devils. Back take for Missisquoi, number 15, Caleb Jordan, and number 25, Henry Tanner.
Okay, Eric Kendall right there on our camera. Presentation of PEGTV Sports. Greg McCormick along with Tom Haley today. Glad to be here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon for some great high school football. And there are the Blue Devils getting ready, scoring moments ago. And now leading by a score of 16-0. Getting ready to kick off to Missisquoi. All right, so we return, a little bit of a return, then run out of bounds, as you could see just a bit off camera there. Boy, Missisquoi will be starting their first drive, looks like right around the 25-yard line, their own 25.
57, Jaden Kelly.
Okay, there's the football sitting at the 25-yard line.
Missisquoi Valley's number 23 for a gain of 5 yards. Tackle made by the Blue Devils number 24, Peyton Good.
They tell me that 23 there is not listed on the roster, but it was number 20. I think that was Hayden Richardson.
Okay.
Picks up about 5 yards on that. So they had like a jersey change there, so that would likely be Richardson on that last carry. Okay, so call it a 2nd down and 5, as you can see right there.
Quarter, right?
Yep. All right, there's the Poultney Blue Devil team right there. Both teams going to get the end of the first quarter break here. 16-0 Poultney leading. 12 minutes go up on the board for the next quarter. All right, so we get ready for the start of the second quarter. Switch sides of the field here. It'll be 2nd down and 5 coming up on this next play for the Thunderbirds, with their quarterback under center right there, Wyatt Bellerose. Fakes a handoff, then does hand it off. Looks like number 25 there.
Number 25, Henry Tanner. Tackle made by Poultney's number 76, Dave Casey.
That was Henry Tanner, number 25, out of the backfield on the carry for the Thunderbirds. Gabe Casey, the tackler for Poultney. All right, so we have a third down, still 5. Ball right on the 30-yard line there for the Thunderbirds. Might have been dropped there, bobbled at the snap. So Belrose just had to recover it, try to get a little bit forward.
Right now, Belrose. Stop made by Poultney's number 57, Jaden Perry.
So we will have a fourth down coming up, and there, as you can see, Poultney sending a deep receiver back. That's Eric Kendall. Kendall right around the 45-yard line. Going back there with him is Peyton Book. So there's Kendall and Book right there, now backing up right around the 40-yard line. And the punt will occur from the 25-yard line. And it's going to be taken right there by Kendall. Kendall with some running room across the 50-yard line. Going to go down right in front of us here.
15-yard return by Poultney's number 8, Eric Kendall. Crossing midfield, giving the Blue Devils the ball. 1st and 10 at the Missisquoi Valley 47-yard line.
So again, Poultney is going to be the benefit for some good field position. We'll start this next drive in Missisquoi territory. They lead it 16-0. Approaching the 10-minute mark left to go here in the half. And just right in front of us here. Catman hands it off, and nothing doing there. Number 23 doing a good job defensively. That's Hayden Richardson. There's Lucas Welsh.
You guys got this. Come on. Come on. We got to pick up the linebacker.
Be a loss of about a yard on the play. Call it 2nd down and 11. Ball just across the 50-yard line, as you see right there. It's at the 49-yard line. Thunderbird 49-yard line. Poultney guys right there in their huddle. Poultney will have a wide receiver coming over here on the right side. That's Jack Anderson. And there's a pass to Anderson, complete from Tegan Catman. Anderson with some running room inside the 40-yard line.
That's a completion from Poultney's number 10, Tegan Catman. Caught by number 15, Jack Anderson. Blue Devils gain of 13. 3rd down and 3 to go.
All right, so it's going to be 3rd down, and Poultney will need 3 to pick up a 1st down here. See if we can see those down markers over there. There you are, 3rd down and 3. Blue Devils out of their huddle, ready to go. Again, they'll send Jack Anderson wide out over there on the right side. Just caught that last pass. Catman going to hand it off. Kendall, some running room over there. He'll get enough, it looks like, for a 1st down. Tackle.
By Poultney's number 8, Eric Kendall gives the Blue Devils a 1st down. 1st and 10.
There is the tackler, number 89. A lot of these Missisquoi numbers are one number off here on the roster. We got 89 we don't have, but he was the tackler right there, as you see. And that was a 1st down. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Poultney. 35-yard line. Going to hand it off again. Run left side. Running room right there by Lucas Welsh.
Carry by Poultney's number 26, Lucas Welch. Gain of 6 yards on the play, bringing up 2nd down and 4.
All right, so that's good for about a 5-yard gain. Looks about half the distance to a 1st down, so we'll call it 2nd down, just about 5, a little more, a little less than that, actually. Maybe a 2nd and 4. Poultney out of their huddle, ready to go. Catman hanging on, looking like he wants to pass it. Now going to tuck it away and run with it. Gets a Couple of yards up the field, tackled by number 25,
Quarterback keeper by number 10,
Henry Tanner.
in for a gain of 2.
They'll still be short of a first down.
Poultney.
And there you go. Looks like about a 1 yard gain needed here for a first down. It'll be third, and we'll call it 1. Football is right on the 25-yard line right there. Poultney trying to get it done on this third down. Right up the middle, quarterback keeper. Whole bunch of defenders right there, led by that guy, number 54, Aiden Peria.
Chapman on the keeper, give the Blue Devils a first down and 10.
All right, I think they just said we're going to need a replacement jersey there, so probably we'll see Catman not wearing number 10 here, and number 17's coming. Ethan Anderson, a sophomore, going to come in and take a snap. That's Anderson taking his first snap of the afternoon. Well, looks like they're trying to fix up Catman there with a new jersey.
Oh, I don't think there's any blues in there.
Timeout, Blue Devils.
All right, Poultney going to take a timeout here while they try to get things squared away. Catman down there on the sideline getting a new jersey. If you're just joining us right now, presentation of PEGTV Sports. We have Poultney 16 and Missisquoi Valley, the Thunderbirds, nothing. We have 6:05 left to go here in the first half on a beautiful afternoon for high school football. We are at Dean W. Houghton Field in Poultney. Final home game of the regular season. Poultney looking for a playoff opportunity. All right, I think we're ready to go here, Tom.
Yep, so we'll pick up the new number,
Looks like it's going to be 16, is it?
16.
All right, that'll be the new number for Tegan Catman right there, wearing 16. That was Will DeBonis's number here on the roster, so. All right, we're ready to go.
Dickerson.
Touchdown, Blue Devils.
How many yards was that?
23, Jack
23
Dickerson.
or 24 yards, I think.
End zone for the Blue Devils.
A 20-yard run?
I thought it was a little more. I thought it was like 23, but
Nope, I'll go with you.
the 20.
Our score will now be 22-0. Poultney having a nice afternoon here. And there you can see the extra point conversion kick try coming up.
It looks good. Yep.
There's the signal good.
Extra point is good by number 23, Jack Dickerson. Blue Devils 23, Missisquoi Valley 0.
All right, so it's going to be, so far anyway, a long afternoon here for the Thunderbirds, down by a score of 23-0, with still about just under 6 minutes left to go here in this first half. Poultney got to be enjoying a nice afternoon, putting up some pretty good points on the board here. It's been a while since they've done that. They got a win ago against Oxbow there, but.
And they were dominant in that one, right? I mean,
I don't know if I wrote the final score down in that. I didn't see that one. That was an away win, right?
Right, yeah, that was away.
All right, Dickerson getting ready to kick it off here. Thunderbirds just trying to get something going here. As we said, they came here looking for their first win. They've been struggling. There's the deep receiver doing a nice job running up that far side. Wow, still on his feet. Posted tacklers get him, but he's going to get across the 50 inside the 40. Nice job.
Henry Tanner, great return.
There you go, and you heard the name, Henry Tanner. That's probably their biggest play of the afternoon right there. See if that changes the momentum a little bit. But Tanner, nice return. No flags on the play here, so it looks like it's going to be, we'll see where the official spot looks.
There's a flag, and it's flying right at the
Oh, you're right.
30-yard line. No, they're picking it up. No flag.
All right, so you see right there, they waved it off, so that's good news for Missisquoi. Just got done saying their biggest play of the afternoon. They were trying to get a little momentum going. Something like that helps you out a lot. Hopefully. All right, so there they are going to place the down marker right there. It'll be first down, and it looks like it'll be at about the 44. Poultney 44.
Missisquoi Valley first down. 42-yard line.
Come on!
Okay, we're ready to go.
Make it hurt! Make it hurt! Get in there! Middle!
Give it to the big guy out of the backfield. That's Hunter Cheney.
Carried by number 44, Hunter Cheney. Tackle made by the Blue Devils, number 76, Gabe Casey.
Here's the tackler. Poultney's number 76, that's Gabe Casey. Getting credit right there along with him. Number 63, that's Isaiah Kerber. Big number 79, let's get him in there. Jesse Flood. Some of the line guys getting it done here today. Number 24 for Poultney, Peyton Book right there, as we can see. It's going to be second down and 10 on this next play. They're going to go back with Cheney again. Trying to get some right side running room, get stacked up.
Carried by number 34, Hunter Cheney.
Big number 76, they match him up with that guy there for Poultney. That's Gabe Casey. All right, that's about a 2-yard gain, so we'll call it second or third down and about 8 on this next play.
Come on, Isaiah! You got this, buddy!
Looking like a pass play this time, completed left side.
You got it back.
Good job, Peyton!
That's number 23 would be Hayden Richardson, the receiver on that play. Bobbled it there just for a moment, but Poultney defenders right there to stop that one and bring up a fourth down. So we'll have fourth and about 5 needed from just about the 39-yard line. We're approaching just about 4 minutes left to go here in the first half. Once again, a very special day here on Houghton Field in Poultney. Coach Catman's final home game of the regular season as a coach. He'll be ending a 43-year career after this season. They'll do a nice little post-game presentation to him, I understand. They're going to try to pass it again. And there you can see that one broken up right there. Number 7 getting in on that, getting the high fives.
Incomplete. Broken up by the Blue Devils, number 7, Michael Seelick.
There he is. Michael Seelick coming up big on defense there for Poultney.
From their own 39-yard line.
That was a 4th down incompletion, so it goes back on downs to Poultney. They'll have it 1st and 10 going the other way from the 40 or 39-yard line. All right, there we get a timeout on the field called for by the Thunderbirds. So they walk over to the far sideline. Good crowd here on hand today, Tom.
Yeah, I'd like to see more of it. It's kind of hard. Oh, yeah. Yeah, very nice crowd. And, of course, they got the word out, encouraging the alumni to come back. They're selling Poultney High School alumni shirts. Bringing back a lot of the former players that Dave Catman coached here on the day where they're honoring him. And it's a really, really good crowd.
Just trying to show you some of that crowd right now here. They all sit along the school there, right? You can see the goalpost there. And then on the hill, that's a good seat. They used to sit up there and listen to the radio and sit in their car on a cold day and listen to some of it.
Yeah, maybe we can do something about that.
Yeah, that would be nice. Back in the day. All right, now we're ready to go. All right, Catman under center, calling out the play signals. Going to hand off right there, left side. Nice hole open up. Going to be a good gain on that one. Eric Kendall. Real close to a 1st down, as you can see. They're going to move him? Yep, they are moving it. Okay, so you see the ball sitting there on the 49-yard line. They did move the chain, so that was a nice run by Kendall. It'll pick up 1st down for Poultney, 1st and 10. They try to get it into Thunderbird territory here on this next play. All right, there are the Blue Devils. Catman calling the play signals under center. And tucks it away, going to try to run with it and get stacked up by a host of tacklers right there. They got big number 79. I wouldn't want him falling on me. It's Tanner Shedrick, who is a junior.
They got a couple big ones there in the line. 50.
All right, we're coming down to under 3 minutes left to go here in the half. Probably one of the better seats here. I remember way back in the day, there's a garage right over there. People used to get right on the roof.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a nice seat.
Yep.
Catman back to pass, airing it out down that right side. It goes incomplete.
Nearly intercepted.
Here's your intended receiver right there.
There's a flag on the play. It is a personal foul, roughing the passer on Missisquoi Valley.
Peyton Book was the intended receiver, but Poultney going to benefit here anyway from a penalty.
Yeah, roughing the passer.
As you can see, the official call that penalty right there. It's a 1st down and puts the ball at the 35-yard line.
Blue Devils would love to punch one in here before the half, Greg. Coming down toward the end, 2:34 left.
Here's a handoff to Kendall and gets caught from behind.
Is that a horse collar, Greg?
Caleb Jordan. Oh, it's a flag. Yep, there is a flag.
Yep.
Just what you said. I hear somebody saying it on the sideline.
Yep.
All right, there's the flag. There's the 4 officials.
Yep.
And you could just maybe read his lips right there. Flag, horse collar, that play called perfectly by Tom Haley.
The play was a personal foul, horse collar tackle on Missisquoi Valley, 15 yards. Blue Devils, 1st down.
So Poultney with another 1st down. coming down to 2:29 left to go here in the half. And if you're just tuning in, joining us, 23-0 Poultney lead. All right, we're ready to go. Poultney will send a receiver wide out over on the right side, as you see. That's Jack Anderson. He's primarily been running it, but we'll see. Looks like it's going to go to
Lucas Welch.
Yeah, Welch going through a hole over there on the left side.
Blue Devils carried by number 26, Lucas Welch. That is a gain of 5. Bringing up 2nd down and 5 for the Blue Devils.
PA announcer Todd just said, okay, he's got a third down there, so it is 2nd. All right, 2nd and 5 on this next play. Ball right around the 15-yard line for Poultney, as you can see right there in their huddle. Blue Devils back to the line of scrimmage. Missisquoi defending from their own 15 now. Capman number 16 switched jerseys. Hands it off right up the middle. Nice hole, open it up. Going to get the gain on that one. That's Dickerson.
That's it, carried by Poultney's number 23, Jack Dickerson, for a gain of 9. Blue Devils 1st and goal.
All right, so that puts the ball right around at the 5-yard line. And it'll be 1st and goal for Poultney. So they are knocking on the door again. That is caught.
Touchdown, Blue Devils! That is a 5-yard
Jack Anderson.
The Poultney quarterback, now number 16, Tegan Capman.
That'd be a 5-yard completion.
There's a flag on the play.
Oh, let's see. Maybe hold on that.
Yep, it's a score, right? 29.
That is a personal foul penalty against, it looks like, Poultney, so that would mean that...
Flag was on the play on Poultney for a chop block. Be a 15-yard penalty.
Touchdown still good?
Don't know. Hold the phone. It could have been after the... yeah, I'm not sure.
I think he just said no score.
No score. Okay, so still 23. Okay, 23-0. Take the touchdown off the board.
They haven't taken it down yet, but one of the Missisquoi players, I got a little bit of an obstruction here, can't see him, but he's over there being attended to on the sideline.
So I have,
They did take it off.
okay, so 23-0. I have Dickerson working on a 100-yard game here already in the first half. I have him for 92 yards rushing.
Well, thank you for that statistic. Yeah, all the whole scoring I've written down is all Jack Dickerson today.
Yep.
Okay, that's good to see. The player for Missisquoi there was getting looked at there. He'll be helped off, and hopefully he's good, and we'll see him back in here at some point, just limping a little bit. Didn't see his number. See if I could see it. But anyway, that's a good sign. All right, so that touchdown has been taken off the board there. So it was 29. It's now 23-0. 52 seconds left to go here in the half. We'll put that personal foul penalty yardage on, which brings the ball back out. It was at the 5 now. 15-yard penalty there, but beware, 20, right?
Yep.
20-yard line. It stays 1st down, so
We are at the 20-yard line.
it's going to be 1st and goal from there then, it looks like.
Yep.
Okay, we're ready to go here. Poultney back. Ready to go. Capman under center. Looking right side pass is caught. Let's
Jack
see.
Anderson again.
And he'll run it pretty good right down to about the 5-yard line.
Captain to number 15, Jack Anderson. 2nd down and goal, Blue Devils from the Missisquoi Valley 8.
So they're going to reposition that football, but they picked up a bunch on that and get it out real close to the 5-yard line. So about out at the 7, it looks like. And it's second down, so second and goal from there.
Oh, another flag. It was Dickerson. I think he might. Did he get in? But there is a flag on the play.
There's the penalty flag right there. Officials having a discussion, as you can see. Holding.
Poultney.
10-yard penalty, and it looks like they're Poultney's way.
Play was called on Poultney for holding. It will be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay, second down.
All right, so this is kind of taking up a little time here. We come down to 16 seconds. Not sure they're going to have time to get in there here. They were at the 5. They were in pretty good position, but penalties backed them up a little bit. Let's see what happens. Get another play here anyway.
Yeah, from what, the 18 or so, 17?
And they're going to try to run with it. There's the handoff. There's the run into the left corner of the end zone.
And there's another flag.
And one of the Missisquoi players is down on the field right there, as you can see. So he is going to get looked at.
So this touchdown will also be nullified, I believe.
And there are the officials out there getting together to discuss this. That player that was down is up there. You see him right there.
All right, Nate, shake it off.
So that's good. Getting a little cheer from the fans here. That's against Poultney, right? Backing up some more.
Yep.
You got 8 seconds on the clock, so
Got this right.
I didn't see what the penalty was.
I don't,
Doesn't matter, I guess,
No.
at this point. They got one more play, it looks like. All right, they're the Blue Devils in the huddle, so they've had a lot of penalty yardage tacked down here at the end of this quarter here, which this may be it here with this next play.
so we're about to 22. And time for one play, at least. Maybe two if it's a pass. Timeout, Blue Devils.
Third game on the Blue Devils. Loss of 5. Still, Poultney second down.
All right, they're the Poultney players going into their huddle. Missisquoi defense right there. Let's get a look at them. They're waiting. All right, Poultney knows what they want to do. Looks like you're going to see Capman, number 16. He was 10, 16. He's going to be standing right there in the shotgun. Lucas Welch back there with him, looking to pass here. Looking down that right sideline. Let's see. It is incomplete.
Overthrown and another flag. And so we're going to get another play here. The Blue Devils are going to get another play. This one's against Missisquoi, I believe. Yep, it is.
Yep, there you saw the sign.
Flag on the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Missisquoi Valley, 15 yards.
That's a 15-yard penalty, it looks like.
Yep.
Stop playing your game, player.
All right, there's 1 second on the clock, so this is interesting.
Yep, one play here.
And the ball's coming back down to about just inside the 15-yard line right there.
Timeout, Poultney.
So that's the 15-yard line right there, the white line you see, and there's the ball, which should be right around the 14. All right, Poultney wants to take a timeout, so let's get a shot of them as much as we can get in here.
Trying to come up with something for a scoring play here on the very last play of the first half.
Which also, I mean, we have that 30-point rule still, right? Because that
We
would
do. Running time optional in the third quarter, mandatory in the fourth quarter.
So, I mean, they would need a score here and then the extra point, obviously, to meet that because they are at 20.
Or is it 35? I was thinking it was 35 points.
I thought it was 30, but we'll check on that here at the half. Okay, this is definitely going to be the last play, I would guess,
Yep,
since there's only
isn't
1
it?
second. Little timeout. little strategy in the huddle there and see what they can do. All right.
Oh, the field goal. It looks good.
Yep, there's the signal that it is good.
That field goal is good. 31-yard field goal by Poultney.
31.
23, Jack Dickerson. It is halftime.
I got it, Todd.
All right, so there we go. We get halftime. And the score is 26-0 here at the half. And that on a field goal that was 31 yards officially. So halftime, Poultney 26, Missisquoi Valley, the Thunderbirds, nothing as we look out over beautiful Dean W. Houghton Memorial Field. Blue Devils and team making their way to the halftime locker room. Our score once again is 26-0 at the half. We are at Dean W. Houghton Field here in Poultney, Vermont. It's a Saturday afternoon. It's high school football. The Missisquoi Valley Thunderbirds here visiting today, and at the half, it's 26-0. Poultney up on top, leading this one. Let's just give you a quick recap of the scoring, and it was Poultney that scored first. And actually, they've had all the points here today, obviously, with a 26-0 halftime score. 8:23 left to go in the first quarter. They had a 32-yard field goal by Jack Dickerson, made it 3-0. Then with a 2:53 left to go in the first quarter, 20-yard run by Jack Dickerson made it 9-0. The extra point kick by Dickerson was good. It was 10-0 at that point. And then we had Tegan Capman 11-yard pass to Peyton Book, connection that was good for 6 more points. It was 16-0. The extra point kick attempt by Dickerson was no good. It was 16-0. That would be the end of the first quarter. Then in the second quarter, Dickerson with a 23-yard run made it 22-0, and then the extra point kick by Dickerson was good. It was 22-0 after his 6-yard run, that 23-yard run. Then an extra point kick, good for the extra point, made it 23-0, and then a 31-yard field goal by Dickerson with just a second on the clock made it 26-0. So that's just a quick little recap of the scoring that we've seen here so far in this first half, and we have the second half ready to go here in just a moment. As you can see, the Thunderbirds out there warming up and now walking over to their sideline. We saw the Poultney Blue Devil team warming up, and we'll be ready to go with the second half. We did get a little clarification, Tom, on the rule there, the 30-point rule.
Right, it is 30. You were correct. Yep.
All right,
it is 30, and also that it is optional by the agreement of the coaches in the third quarter and mandatory if it's still a 30-point differential in the fourth quarter. And we are at 26 right now.
All right, so we'll see where that all ends up. As you can see, it's been a pretty good day for Poultney. If they continue that here in the second half, then we might be looking at having that rule come into place. All right, Blue Devils ready to go here. Breaking out from their sideline, going out on the field for our second half to get underway. Turned out to be a beautiful day.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It's
gorgeous. Talk about small town Americana. The chili cook-off. We had a girls' soccer game on the other side of town in the morning, Poultney and MSJ. We got a huge crowd here for this key Division III contest, football contest. The foliage is not brilliant yet, but it's there. You can see it. It's a great backdrop. Like you said, just a beautiful day. We got it all here.
And that's just one of our little towns. A week ago, we were all up in Otter Valley, and they had a field hockey game and a girls' soccer game in the morning, boys' football in the afternoon.
Yep.
So big day up there in Brandon a week ago. There's the kickoff, as we can see goes into the corner area there, right along that right sideline. A little bit up out of view of our camera here, but
speaking of Otter Valley's Markowski Field, from what I'm hearing, look for lights there in the near future. I don't know how near, but just, I think it might be in the works. There are people who want to see it.
Well, it's a beautiful field, and just
It is,
the
and
backdrop.
as far
there,
as
too.
lighting, you got no opposition. There's no neighbors, nobody in view. It's just a great place to have the Friday night lights. And but we got great plays here on a brilliant Saturday afternoon. Missisqui's got the ball, starting a new half, and here we go.
All right, so there they are with their quarterback right there, who is under center. That's Wyatt Belrose. Missisqui's just had a difficult time getting any kind of offense going. Things like that right there, where their running back finds a little room there, and then he slipped. That's Hayden Richardson. Still will pick up a couple of yards. Yeah, it's been kind of fun here. We've been seeing a little bit of soccer at St. Peter's Field. Good to be back on that field again.
Yes, oh, no question. It's a great venue.
Okay, second down, and we'll call it 9. About a 1-yard gain on the previous play. Belrose looking to pass, airs it out. Let's see if he can find somebody. That looks like an interception right there.
Kendall?
Number 8. Eric Kendall pick off right there, and that will end a very short-lived possession for Missisquoi, and Poultney's going to have it right here, 1st and 10. That will be at about their own 48-yard line. So things just not going well for the Thunderbirds here today.
Nope. It's a young and learning program.
And you said in the beginning, one of the newer programs here in the state. All right, there is Poultney's Tegan Capman taking a snap, hands it off. It's going to be a left side run. That's Kendall again, coming around that left corner with it. And he gets to the sideline right there, gets knocked out of bounds. He picks up about 7 yards on that play, so we'll be looking at a 2nd down and 3 on this next play, the ball being placed right there at the 45-yard line. So Poultney having a nice day offensively, obviously. Handoff should be, it looks like enough for a 1st down.
Yep. Lucas Welch.
There's Welch, number 26. Looks like
Poultney's number 26, Lucas Welch, brings a 3rd down and a 1.5 yards.
So he's going to be a little short, it looks like, right there. As you can see, it's going to be 3rd, and we'll call it a yard. Ball sitting right there at the 44-yard line. Going to be quarterback keeper. That'll be enough.
Capman on the keeper picks up a 1st down. Blue Devils!
All right, so it is a 1st down. Gets inside on the quarterback keeper, inside the 40-yard line to the 39-yard line. All right, Poultney splitting that wide receiver out there over on the left. It's Jack Anderson. Got a few passes today. Here's Capman. He's going to hand it off. Kendall right there, going through a hole on the right side, still on his feet. They're going to get a lot of yardage on that one. Inside the 20.
Carries for 24 yards. Giving Poultney a 1st down inside the 20-yard line.
All right, so that will be unofficially better than a 20-yard gain on that run. Just a play from scrimmage, obviously a 1st down, no flags on the play, and the ball sitting right at about, looks like the 15-yard line, right there. So it'll be 1st and 10, we'll call it the 15. If Poultney were to score here, then that 30-point rule would come into effect. That would be a discussion they would have.
I think that's a pre-game determination by the two coaches.
Is it?
Before the game, yeah.
Here's a little pitch back. Going to keep it running around that left side.
23. It puts them over 100.
Touchdown, Poultney! That is a 15-yard touchdown.
All right, so that was run into the end zone.
Jack Dickerson.
And as you heard, Jack Dickerson scoring his first touchdown of the afternoon from about 15 yards out. That one coming with 9:24 left to go in the third quarter. And that does make it 32 to nothing. The extra point kick conversion try coming up. Jack Dickerson's had a nice afternoon in that department, the extra point field goals. I think he missed one, right? There's that. It's up, and his signal is good.
Extra point is up and good.
So yeah, we'll come back over here to the middle of the field.
Well, let's see now. Well, the clock is not running, so we might be waiting for the fourth quarter to have running clock.
So Dickerson scored that touchdown, 15-yard, right? Then
Yep, 15 yards. I've got him unofficially. 8 carries for 107 yards.
So a lot of scoring here from Poultney today. I'm trying to keep track of this a little bit here, but you can read all about it in Tom's story for sure. All right, so we'll have the kickoff coming up. Been a very good afternoon if you're number 23, and actually for Poultney for sure, the whole team. Team effort here today. Dickerson getting ready to kick off. Clock is stopped with 9:24 on it. 33 to nothing is our score. Going way back there.
Wow.
Good deep kick.
Flag.
Caleb Jordan, I think, on the return. And there, you're right, there is a flag right there.
Flag on the play. Helmet to helmet contact by Missisquoi Valley. It is Missisquoi Valley first down from their own 4-yard line.
Oh, wow. So the Thunderbirds got a penalty flag. That's a penalty against them. They didn't get any kind of a return. Then they put the penalty yardage on right there. So they'll start this drive inside their own 5-yard line. Not really where you want to be.
Nope. By half the distance wasn't much of a penalty in that case.
Poultney plugging that hole up very quickly.
Carried by number 44, Hunter Cheney. No gain on the play. Blue Devils stop made by number 15, Jack Anderson.
There's the tackler, Jack Anderson, 15. I thought I saw number 5, Clayton Ketchup, in there on that as well. But really just closed that hole up immediately.
Okay.
No gain. It'll be second down and 10 on this next play, still right around the 4-yard line. Tried to run it right side, no room there. 78 on the tackle, 44 on the carry. That'd be Hunter Cheney on the carry, and Robert.
There's a Missisquoi injury. Number 74 is on the ground.
He is sitting up, though, so that's a good sign.
Yep, Zach Royer is out there to administer to him. Zach, a Lake Region High School and Castleton graduate.
So the player for the Thunderbirds there, walking off. Gonna get a little breather. Big guy he is. All right, there are the Thunderbirds in their huddle, so we'll have third down coming up. And still about 10 needed, so ball right around the 5-yard line on this next play. Okay, we're ready to go here once again. Wyatt Bellerose, the quarterback. And there he is getting up slow off the bottom right there. No, he's not getting up.
I think that wasn't that Dickerson with the tackle for a loss?
Tackle made on the play by number 23, Jack Dickerson.
Yep, you're right. And that is Belrose. We just mentioned the quarterback that's kind of sitting on the ground there, not getting up. So he'll be attended. So yeah, it's been a long day here for the Missisquoi Valley Thunderbirds. Turned out to be pretty warm.
He's up, that's good. Definitely not putting much weight on the leg as he comes off the field.
He is a junior, their starting quarterback. He's taken every snap here in this football game. So they're going to need to find somebody new here for a while.
They're going to have to punt out of their own end zone.
All right, well, it's going to put Poultney, obviously, in some pretty good field position. Here's the punter, number 23. That's Hayden Richardson. See if he can get a punt off here even. Going to go straight high into the air. Comes
Kendall
up.
fields it in the air.
Tried to take off running with it, as you can see right there. Took it right around the 35-yard line. Runs it up inside to the 30.
Poultney's number 8, Eric Kendall. It will be Blue Devils ball. First and 10 from the Missisquoi Valley 27-yard line.
All right, so good field position for Poultney once again. As we said, that'll be a running clock. It looks like 7:26 left to go here in the third quarter. 33-0. Poultney leading Missisquoi Valley.
No?
It'll be fourth quarter running clock, right?
Right.
All right, so they must have agreed just to do that in the fourth quarter. All right, there's Tegan Catman under center. And going to hang on to it. Finds a hole left side. A little bit of running room there. Picks up a small gain on the play. Tackled by Henry Tanner, number 25.
Is on the play for a gain of 3, bringing up second down and 7. Poultney.
Kendall out of the backfield on the carry. Gets spun around. Short gain.
Number 8, Eric Kendall. Gain of 3 on the play. Brings up third down and 3.
Welch, short gain.
Carried by the Blue Devils, number 26, Lucas Welch.
And there's Lucas you're looking at right there. All right, so we'll have 4th down coming up here on this next play. Looks like they're going to need about 3.
Was that Marchinkowski?
All right, going to stop him short. That's Tegan Catman on a keeper there, and it'll be...
Oh,
Captain is stopped at the line of scrimmage. It will be a turnover on downs in the Missisquoi Valley ball.
oh, okay.
Their own 21-yard line.
All right, so they're going to turn it over on downs here, it looks like.
Yep.
And we have 5:04 left to go, 3rd quarter. Poultney leading this one, 33-0. Blue Devils trying to keep some momentum going in their season. Coming in here.
See, we
Today
got the new
after-
quarterback, number 15, at the controls. Caleb Jordan for Missisquoi. There's Lucas Welch with the initial hit.
Henry Tanner out of the back on the carry there.
He's number 26, Lucas Welch.
And Tanner going to get nothing on that, so it'll be 2nd down, still 10 needed. Ball's on the 21-yard line there. Let's see if we can find that here. There we are. Big number 72 standing there. That's Braden Schreiber. Right over the foot, or defensively there, near the football. All right, out of the backfield, number 44, Hunter Cheney.
Carried by the Missisquoi Valley's number 44, Hunter Cheney. Tackle made by number 15, Jack Anderson, and number...
Had a first down? I think he got a first down.
Yeah.
Yeah, they moved the chains there, so it'll be 1st and 10 across the 30-yard line. So Cheney doing a nice job on that carry, play from scrimmage. Host of tacklers right there.
Tackled for a loss.
There you can see number 2 getting up. That's Braden Sibley. Just got stood up right there basically by the defensive line of Poultney. And no gain on that play. It'll be 2nd down and 10 coming up on the next play. All right, Thunderbirds come out of their huddle. Back to the line of scrimmage, ready to go. Their new replacement quarterback in there, Caleb Jordan. Wyatt Belrose shaken up earlier, a couple of plays ago, and has not been back in yet. They keep it on the ground right there and pick up very short gain. Number 2, again, out of the backfield, that's Sibley. Sibley will pick up about a yard on the play.
Number 2, Braden Sibley, gain of 3 on the play. Tackle made by number 15, Jack Anderson, and number 5, Clayton Kessa.
It's a big hit by Jack Anderson. Third and long.
It's going to be 3rd down and 8 or 9 needed here for the Thunderbirds. Back to pass. They're going to air it out. And let's see what happens. It might have been intercepted there. It was.
Is that Tegan?
That's a Poultney interception.
It'll be Dakota Marchanowski.
Number 20, Tegan Captain.
Oh, that's right. That's a...
Yeah, got the new number, another new number.
Okay,
Yep.
because he had 16. He came from 10 to 16. Now he's got 20.
Now he's 20, and he gets the pick.
Okay, try to keep this straight for you, folks. Good thing you're here, Tom.
Yeah.
All right, so another interception for the Blue Devils. That'll bring us down to under 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. And as we said, it will be running time here in that fourth quarter, so things will move quickly here.
Yep.
Eric Kendall. It's strung out over to that sideline, the near sideline, Poultney sideline.
Backfield for loss. Tackle made by Missisquoi Valley's number 23.
All right, there is the ball sitting, as you see, right there at the 37-yard line. Loss of a bunch on that. It'll be second down, probably close to 20 needed here now for Poultney. Just taking a guesstimate. Catman rolling around to his right side, looking down. And tucks it away, and he's running, caught from behind, as you can see. It's shoved out of bounds, number 15 there on the tackle. That would be Caleb Jordan.
That is a carry by Catman around ends. Gain of 12 on the play. Brings us third down and 5 for Poultney at the midfield stripe.
Brings us right to the middle of the field. We're on the 50-yard line.
Yep.
Under a minute left to go here in the half. Poultney taking their time here in the huddle. They lead it by a score of 33-0 at Dean W. Houghton Field on a Saturday afternoon. Great day for high school football.
Let's go Blue! Come on, Blue!
Yeah.
Carried by the Blue Devils, number 8, Eric Kendall.
Eric Kendall is going to get the first down. A nice job there on the play from scrimmage. Keeps the clock running. Got some substitutions coming in and out.
Get him water. You're cramping up, aren't you? Get water in you. Come on, boys, keep it going.
Big gain on that play.
Lucas Welch there showing a lot of fight.
Blue Devils carried by number 26, Lucas Welch. Welch picks up 9.
I think that's the end of the quarter.
Making it second down and run. Poultney.
So that is what we have. No, actually, there's still some time ticking off, but everybody's going to just walk to the sideline here, so they'll let it run out, and it will be the end of the quarter. Comes down 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and that is the end right there. Clock goes to 0. Not sure I can get you a shot of that. Let me try to do that, see if I can work that in over here. So I said we're going to get the proper angle. There we go. 12 minutes up on the board. That'll be the fourth quarter. Home of the Blue Devils, 33-0. Fourth quarter up.
Coach Catman in recognition of his final game on the home field of Poultney High School. Then please join us at Toad's Burgers for an evening of reminiscing and sharing the honoring of Mr. Catman and congratulating him on his coaching career. Toad's will close to the public at 5 p.m. All alumni and townspeople, especially former players, are invited to attend.
All right, so an announcement happening on the field right now about Coach Catman going to be recognized in a presentation after this game. Recognition of his final game on the home field of Poultney High School. And we'll try to capture that for you as well. All right, ready to go. There's Poultney coming out on the field for the fourth quarter. Got to be funny feeling for Coach Catman with his final quarter of football here, Tom, on the board.
Oh, it's got to be.
You think you've been doing this for that many years, 43 years, and
Yep. Going to be a kind of a funny fall, isn't it, next year in 24.
there's Kendall coming around that left corner.
Big
Finds
game by Kendall.
inside the 20 he got, so he'll move the chains right there.
The pickup of 20 before stepping out of bounds at the 20-yard line. First and 10 Blue Devils.
Yeah, you know that you've got 43 years in, and you've got one more quarter here. I'm sure he'll stay involved in some way, hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
His son Chris is also his assistant here, Chris Kapman.
Yeah.
Chris is the father of Tegan Kapman, the quarterback. There's been 3 grandsons here.
Yep. It's been a family affair here for the Kapmans through the generations.
All right, Tegan Kapman under center, hands it off. Nice little hole opening up there. Going through that is Lucas Welsh.
Carry by Peggy's number 26, Lucas Welch up the middle for a gain of 6. Tackle made on the play by Missisquoi Varsity, number 23.
You can see right there about half the distance to another first down. Looks to be about a 2nd and 5, we'll call it, on this next play. So Poultney in pretty good position, knocking on the door here once again. They have the ball at the 15-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 5 at the 15.
Kindle.
Gonna take it nicely into the end zone for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Blue Devils! On the carry by number 8, Eric Kendall for 15 yards.
And that's with 11:03 left to go here in the ball game. Can't really, well, we got a little bit of a block here, but
It looks like it's good. No good. No good. The score remains 39-0.
All right, so Eric Kendall, good with the 6-point touchdown right there, the extra point kick. And that was Dickerson, no good, right?
No good on the PAT. Right.
So we will have a kickoff coming up here. Let's go back to the middle of the field here. Yeah, that's a good amount of points to put up on the board. 39 points here for Poultney in the 4th quarter.
Yep.
Getting ready to kick it off here. Their kicker has done a nice job. Jack Dickerson this afternoon getting ready to go back to work here and kick it off. As we said, Missisquoi came here at 0-4, so they were looking for some good things to happen here today. But like you said, a young team, and I hope they can build on their program here.
We sure want them to keep it. That's for sure. We need teams.
Number 23, Dickerson for Poultney. Puts his foot into it. See if we get a return. The scooped up right there by the Missisquoi deep receiver. And that comes out to about the 35-yard line, it looks like. So it's going to be 1st and 10 coming up from the 35-yard line for Missisquoi. See if they still have their same replacement quarterback in there. As we said, most of the game they went with Wyatt Belrose. Then he got shaken up there a few minutes ago.
Yeah, it was pretty evident he wouldn't be able to continue. Greg, he wasn't putting much weight on that leg on his way off the field. So I think his day is done. And the chili is going to taste mighty good to the Blue Devils and their fans today. And the day of the chili cook-off here in Poultney, a great tradition. They played the soccer game this morning between Poultney and MSJ and presented the chili bowl to MSJ, and now the Blue Devils are going to eat from the chili bowl.
And Poultney Chili
winning this
Cook-Off,
game.
that was always a tradition here for many years, the Poultney Chili Cook-Off. Just a fun day, competition, town-wide yard sale goes hand in hand with it.
Yep.
Vendors, merchants get in on it as well, so it's just a big fun day for the whole community.
Absolutely.
All right, the timeout is over with. It's 1st and 10. Thunderbirds, their own 30-yard line. They're going to pitch it out. We're going to get a run coming around right side. You see number 25 getting a little bit ahead of steam going. Henry Tanner, that is.
Carried by Missisquoi Valley's number 25, Henry Tanner, Tackled by Poultney's number 2, Keegan Wickham.
All right, Tanner picks up about 5 yards. It's a little more than that, actually. Going to be about a second down. We'll call it 4. Tackler was Keegan Whitcomb, a sophomore for Poultney. And ready for this second down play coming up. There's the runner and the tacklers. Number 16 tackles 44. That's Will DeBonis.
Number 16, Will
With a big cheer for DeBonis, the tackler there. Will Cheney was the ball carrier, Hunter Cheney. All right, so 3rd down, and we need about 1 to keep this going here for the Thunderbirds.
I tell you, they'll go. If they don't make it, they'll go again. I would guess. But they're going to make it.
Yep, there's the 1st down for sure. Going to get a little bit more to go with it, too. Across inside the 45 down to the 42. That was number 25 on the carry, Henry Tanner.
Carried by number 25, Henry Tanner from Missisquoi Valley, 1st down.
Keeps that running clock ticking. If you're just tuning in or watching us here, it's 39-0, Poultney leading Missisquoi Valley. Legendary coach Dave Kapman's final time coaching on this home field, the Poultney home field. They'll do a presentation to him after this, recognizing his huge contribution to football and sports here at Poultney.
Left-handed quarterback is going to throw. Offensive pass interference wasn't called.
And I got a flag on the play. That was intercepted.
Oh, it was called.
One of the Poultney players there getting up. That's Whitcomb getting up real slow. Keegan Whitcomb. Took a little bit of a hit there. They're coming out to look at him, but he looked like he was just shaking that off pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know what you saw, but it looked like definite offensive pass interference to me. The receiver pushing the defender before catching,
Yeah, the player
They're
for
looking at
Poultney
him.
still getting looked at here. Looks like you can see right there checking his foot there.
Yeah, and the clock runs through it.
Yeah, just limping a little slowly there on that
Yep.
right foot. Number 2, that's Whitcomb.
Good sign, putting some weight on it.
Yeah, it doesn't need any help, so that's good. Maybe we'll see him back in there. Get a new replacement coming in, number 7. It's Michael Seelick. All right, let's get back over here to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, I was wrong.
What is it?
I don't know, but it was not offensive pass interference. That's what I clearly saw.
All right, they're moving the Thunderbirds down the field here, giving them 1st down. So they're going to have it 1st and 10, 32-yard line. Poultney 32. I'm sure at this point they'd just like to see some points on the board.
Oh, yeah.
Be their
Yeah,
goal.
they'd love to get on the bus, make that long trip back to Swanton with a score. That would be something.
All right, they're going to keep it on the ground. Running play right side, and the runner still on his feet. Good second and third effort out of the backfield on the carry.
Great effort there by Hayden Richardson. Great effort. Second, third, fourth effort.
Missisquoi Valley's number 23. First down, Missisquoi Valley at the Poultney 16-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like he was done a few times there and then kept going. I think those are the things that keep you going in a game where you know you're not going to win. You just have to have some good moments, and there was one of them.
Film on Monday or Sunday, and got something you can be happy about as you're trying to build the foundation of a very young program.
Caleb Jordan under center now, calling out the play signals. Takes the snap, turns around, and going to look like keep it. Try to run it around that left corner, which I can't see over there. But
15 was the ball carrier. Caleb Jordan.
All right, so did he get any? He got a couple on that, right? Couple.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We'll just look at that over there.
And where are we now?
Let our viewers see it. Second down and what, 7?
On the 10? Is that where we are? No. 30, 25.
Todd says 15.
15, right?
Yeah, 15. Pitch back, try a little razzle-dazzle there. Braden Sibley.
Carried by number 2, Braden Sibley. For a short gain. Tackle made by Poultney's number 72, Braden Schreiber.
Yep, Schreiber made the initial hit. The important hit.
Schreiber's listed on the roster as a sophomore, so some good up-and-coming players on this Poultney roster.
Yeah, for the new coach. Any ideas, Greg?
Nope. I noticed when we did the senior recognition, there was a few, not a whole. So you got a young team here, too. They're going to have a nice team in the next few years. Number 44 on the carry, that's Cheney, Hunter Cheney.
Carried by number 44, Hunter Cheney. Tackle made by a host of Blue Devils, including number 7, Michael Seelick, and number 11, Oliver Stanhoser.
One of the players for Missisquoi shaking up on that play down there. He's being looked at. Let's give you another look here while we got a second at the crowd over there on the hillside. That's a nice little perch to spread out a blanket there and take in a good football game. Got a little shade there if you like it, as you see, and a whole bunch of cars up there on the hill, all folks watching this game.
Yeah, it's a great scene, isn't it?
Beautiful baseball field over there across the way. Saw the, Dan Williams was the coach there. He's here somewhere, former coach.
Wow, I heard he might be coming back.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's what I heard. You know how it is over here, small town, the rumor mill.
And everybody helping out. Dan's wife was up here a little while ago with a 50-50 ticket. It's kind of everybody does something kind of day. All right, we are ready to go here as we'll have a 4th down play coming up.
This is their chance.
For the Thunderbirds. It's going to be 4th and we'll call it 7. Ball's right around the 15-yard line. So if they want to score here, as we said, we got that running clock here. It's down under, approaching 3 minutes left, Tom?
Yeah, about 3, just over 3.
Get a runner in motion left to right. There's a flag.
Yep. Make it a little harder.
All right, so that must have been called just as the snap there. Caleb Jordan did pitch it. It was the start of a play, but. So there's Missisquoi trying to get the points on the board, some points on the board here today. We have two. The timeout does stop the clock. That's about the only thing that stops it.
Yep.
Yeah, you were talking, Tom, about foliage. You could see some of the trees turning over there. Now,
Yep.
still a lot of green, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
We're another week.
Kind of dull. Nothing dull about Poultney today, though. It's a great day, a great victory.
Okay, the Thunderbirds ready on this 4th and 7 play. See if they can keep this drive alive here. Might be their best chance to score today right here we're looking at. They pitch it out
Oh,
over
he
on the
might
right.
get in. Oh, no!
Flag.
They got in the end zone, but it is coming back on a hold.
There's the flag, and that official right there calling a hold. He did point the Thunderbirds' way, so unfortunate, but that's going to bring the ball back.
Kind of a microcosm of their day.
The officials having a little conference over there with the Poultney guys, all 4 of them, as you can see.
It's been a long time, Greg, since we could say the word winning streak around Poultney. But this is a 2-game winning streak.
That's
They're
right.
coming off a big win over Oxbow last week, and now they're going to taste another victory today, along with the chili.
2 fouls on the play.
Wow, this is really backing them up.
Dead ball,
Going to be very hard to put something together from out here.
The Blue Devil defense is saying, we want the goose egg.
Well, Poultney further down the road, the next week we'll be playing Woodstock and then Springfield. Woodstock right now, as we sit this week, one of the top teams in this division, right?
Yeah,
In 3. So
it is, them in Windsor, but and Springfield is not a gimme either. They are having a good season.
So as you said, this is really big week for position here.
It is, and this one was critical to get.
If you want to stay alive here. Going to be a pass play. Left-handed pass is thrown. It is caught.
It was a great catch, but it is not going to be close to the first down.
There's the receiver. 23. That would be Richardson.
catch by Missisquoi Valley's number 23.
Hayden Richardson, the receiver. So, but that will probably pretty much put an end to the drive here.
45 seconds. So the Blue Devils are going to pitch a shutout here.
And Coach Capman, now in his final 60 seconds as head coach, at least on the home field, for Poultney. There's Dave out there right now. So if we can zoom in on him. There's son Chris Capman right there. So Coach
Playing on the field, named for his coach when he played for Poultney. Dave Capman, of course, a 1965 PHS graduate, playing on the field named for his coach, Dean W. Houghton. And what a feeling it's got to be to win your final game on that field.
There's Coach Capman making his way to the sideline. You can see there's the old scoreboard. That's the one Dave Capman looked at for probably most of his coaching career. Dean W. Houghton Memorial Field, home of the Blue Devils. They don't use that scoreboard anymore. As you can see, it's kind of beat up looking. And it's over here to our right. And that is a snap of the football. There's the Blue Devil team cheering. A lot of what you're seeing right there. They're cheering their win here, and obviously it's a great day for Coach Capman. This is Blue Devils win his final home game by a score of 39-0 on their home field here today. And there go the Thunderbirds across the way. Did their best here today, but been kind of a long afternoon if you were a Thunderbird, a Missisquoi Valley High School team coming down here from all the way up there. They tell me right pretty much on the Canadian border. I was talking to one of their coaches here. He says, yeah, it's a long ride here. Get ready for the end of the game handshake. Here comes Missisquoi and the Poultney Blue Devils. All right, so the final score here once again is 39-0. Let's see if I could try to recap this unofficially as good as we can. It was 8:23 left to go in the first quarter. Poultney would score first, opening possession of the football game. That was a 32-yard field goal by Jack Dickerson. Then with about 2:53 left to go in the first quarter, 20-yard run by Jack Dickerson made it 9-0. The extra point kick by Dickerson was good. It was 10-0 at that point. And then the next score would come when Tegan Catman had an 11-yard pass connection to Peyton Book, made it 16-0. The extra point kick by Eric Kendall was no good. It was 16-0. That was the score at the end of the half. Third quarter, Jack Dickerson 23-yard run. Play from scrimmage made it 22-0. The extra point kick by Dickerson good, 23-0 at that point. To 1 second left to go in the third quarter, 31-yard field goal by Dickerson made it 26-0. And then with 9:24 left to go in the ball game, Dickerson on a 15-yard run made it 32-0. The extra point kick was good by Kendall, and there we would be at 32-0, 11:03 left to go in the ball game. It was Eric Kendall, 15-yard run, made it 39-0. The extra point kick by Dickerson was no good. So that is basically, unofficially, how the scoring happened here this afternoon. So Poultney over here on the sideline as we look out at the 50-yard line. These guys with their second consecutive win, gathering together, win it by a score of 39-0 over the Missisquoi Valley Thunderbirds. All right, we are still here, back here at Dean W. Houghton Field in Poultney, Vermont. And as we said, this was Coach Catman's final game as the head coach here, home game.
Folks, come on out here, let's go.
We're going to make a presentation here, which you will see here on the field. So we're able to get this presentation here for you. There's a whole bunch of fans, former players, I'm sure a good amount of them, coming out on the field right now as this presentation will be made in recognition of his many years as head coach. There'll be folks gathering together after this game here to kind of reminisce things as well. But here you see the presentation going to be made here shortly. And trophy presentation to a couple of the players out there on the field here as we look out.
It's a high school. But you can't catch it. Can't catch it. I said hi.
Hey, congratulations, guys. Coach Catman, please come over here. This is the gift from the Poultney Booster Club. With an inscription on the back that says, presented by the Poultney Booster Club to David Catman in recognition of his 43 years of coaching football at Poultney High School. 1980 to 2023, you rock. I just want to thank everyone that's It seems like it was just started yesterday.
I was rolling out that window.
Time flies, and we really didn't look back at the years. So my wife and I sat there one time and said, "How many years has it been?" But it's the entire group. I mean, it's a lot of former football players and cheerleaders here today that have come up through the ranks, and it's a pleasure. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed it today, and it's going to be tough for me in another year, but that's what we could do. So, but one time I was asked, when you coach a football program, I mean, what can you bring to football that you don't have? And one of the things, my entire family. So all our families here at one time they've been participants and coaches, and we've got our number one person with us right here that's been always there for everyone. So we got our son Dan. Our son Dan step out. Dan coached us 1 year junior high program. Our daughter David and her husband Michael. When she was in high school, I tried to get her to kick field goals. My wife wouldn't let me, but she kicked better than anybody we had. Christopher, who's been with us on the sideline 14 years, and all grandsons. Right. Well, I appreciate everything everyone's done. It's not about me. It's about all the people that have taken part, because it's not just me that's done this. So, thank you very much.
You've come a long way, babies. A long, long way. Good for you.
All right, one more thing. So I've had the privilege not only to start out here as a ball boy back in the 80s and play for Mr. Capman, but now the last 10 years or so helping coach on the sideline. But we all know, like he said, this is not just, behind every great man is an even greater woman. So these guys are a tag team here. So Tegan. This banner, one is going to be out here on the football field, and one will be in the gym. Thank you, Dave and Maureen Capman, for 40 plus years for all you've done at PHS. They've been coaching, teachers, and it's a co-athletic director position for two of them. So thank you so much. The town of Poultney, the Poultney High School, we can never repay you for what you did. But thank you very, very much.
This is the high school one. Hands cut.
I gotta move your guitar, I think, to put it up there. I want to thank everybody for coming out here today. This is a great support for Dave and Maureen. Just remember 5 o'clock, Toads, all the alumni and townspeople, you're welcome down there. But thank you very much for the support. Dave and Maureen, we're going to miss you. So thank you for everything you've done. Words cannot express everything you've done, but thank you so much. Remember, 2 games is a winning streak.
Okay, so a very nice tribute done for Coach David Capman, and also recognizing his wife Maureen for their contributions here to the Poultney sports program, Poultney community over many years. David Capman finishing up his 43rd year. This will be his final year coaching. This would be his final home game on this field, barring a regular season home game, barring any playoff appearance if they were to get a home seat in that, but that remains to be seen. But anyway, a nice outpouring of support from the community to recognize his many, many years of service to athletics here in the community. And Poultney giving him a nice win today as Poultney ends up winning this contest by a score of 39-0. So from Dean W. Houghton Memorial Field in Poultney, Vermont, final score again, Poultney today 39, and the Missisquoi Valley High School Thunderbirds nothing. Thank you for watching.